Baryon mode better stay top of the verse. I don't really care if it stays top of the verse, honestly. That form is so like shit. That form is so dog shit. No, I don't even care. Like the form looks good, but Baryon mode didn't have to happen. Kurama's death was nothing that needed to happen narratively at all. People were like, oh well, they had to get nerfed so the kids could get buffed, or the kids could be stronger. It's like, no, what? That's stupid. Just make the kids stronger. That's it. Especially if we're about to start dealing with people stronger than Jigen, then it wouldn't even matter if Naruto and Sasuke got nerfed, because the kids are gonna be stronger than them anyway. How would you scale? But stop asking about scaling Jesus, nigga. I ignored it the first time for a reason. I don't like talking about religion. Any of them. Like some niggas in here are actually fucking Christian. They don't want to hear that shit. Then what should have happened narratively? Make the kids stronger. I just said that. All you have to do literally is make the kids stronger. You give Ishiki a shorter time span and then make the kids stronger. They ever say, why did Sasuke not just sack the Sharingan to keep the Rinnegan? I don't know what you mean. You could have just made Kurama be out of commission for a while. Yeah, that too. Kurama could literally be out of commission for a little bit. Like, I don't mind having like a death just for the sake of, you know, the shock, just to show stakes. You know what I mean? Like Kurama's death definitely serves the purpose of showing that Ishiki was that much of a threat, right? Like he's so much of a threat that this shit couldn't even stop him, and it put Kurama like into the fucking afterlife. So it means, why didn't Sasuke use Izanagi to get the? Oh, I don't know. Sasuke might not know how to use Izanagi. I don't think there's anything suggesting Sasuke knows how to do that shit. Of the Discord message. Sorry, bro, I'm tired. I'll read the first line of the Discord message. I don't know, bro. I really just don't feel like reading anything about Himawari, to be honest. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Flying Raijin is such a waste of potential in the Naruto bloodline. I think it would have made Boruto a cooler character if that was his bread and butter from day one instead of Wind Palm plus clones. Um, I mean, potentially. There's also the potential that that shit just would have been asked for Boruto. Like at that point, you kind of risk Boruto being too strong from the beginning. Boruto is really strong at the beginning, but people overestimate how strong he actually is. Like he's not actually all of that. He's just a strong kid. Why does Naruto have some sort of AK Genkai of the beast? You still have them, or are they just pieces left over? Boruto shows that he can still communicate with the beast, like the Boruto anime does. But in the manga, it's just left ambiguous, and we're supposed to, I guess, we're expected to believe that he still has a piece of them. I have a question. Is Naruto a planet buster, a solar system buster, or universe buster? I don't think Naruto's really busting any of those. Like he might bust a planet, but I don't really think that Naruto is going to bust a fucking solar system. Do you think Kage is a universe buster based on manga statements? No. Where did it come from that Naruto can destroy planets? Because from what I've watched, he's moon level. Lord Beerus, I'm curious. I'm curious. What makes Naruto moon level? The moon cutting feet from the last? Shit is so ass. Anyway, so whatever. Just wondering. Why the fuck didn't Obi sound like the renegade after having Hashirama cells from Zetsu being attached to him? Because he didn't have any fucking whatchamacallit cells. Um he didn't have like Ashura chakra, that's why. No, fuck Indra. Indra, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I said fucking Ashura. Pain versus Karma Boruto. Boruto would beat the fuck out of him. I need to do that video on Boruto versus the Akatsuki. You think Vigilante Deku could take anyone from part one Naruto in a 1v1 fight? Yeah, I actually do. Smurf was telling me some things about Deku and them being light speed. So I kinda on that wave now. How strong is Kaguya since she was implied to be able to destroy a dimension with planets and stars in it? Planets and stars is like a stretch. We know that it bare minimum had a star and that it bare minimum had a planet and some moons. Um, she's like solar system, probably above that by a decent margin. It's dubious, but characters have been dodging lasers. Murph was talking about some shit from guidebooks and whatnot too. Make sure your response to this. I was just curious how you would scale Kaguya's feet. Yeah. Stronger MHA characters. Strong. Oh, I need to hit Crisis up for that fucking collab. Bro, I was going to do I was talking to Crisis and we were talking about what to collab on. And I was like, bro, let's do fucking MCU Green Goblin versus MCU or for fucking Captain America. He was like, man, I would, but like I already helped key issues with that video. And I was like, damn. He was like, we could redo it though. But I was like, all right, sure. We can redo it, but let me first watch the video and see if like there's anything worth redoing. Do Batman versus Itachi? Not a bad idea. Cat versus Spider-Man is kind of like dead. I really think there's a point in doing it. Talk about like you can talk about Cat versus Spider-Man throughout the MCU, but it's pretty it'd be pretty off. You'd be pretty off your rocker to say post Civil War, post Homecoming at max. Post Homecoming, Peter would just slam Cap, bro. And then post Far From Home, Peter wouldn't be like, bro. Post Far From Home, Peter would fuck Cap over so badly. Like at that point, there would actually be nothing Cap could do. How well will Hashirama do against the Avengers? Probably not too well. No, he'd do well enough. He'd do well enough. He'd probably beat the fuck. What the fuck was I about to say? You played the Batman Arkham games? No, I haven't. I heard the fourth movie got greenlit yesterday. No. What happened? Like the fourth movie had been greenlit. Like the fourth Spider-Man for the MCU got confirmed like right after No Way Home dropped. What happened yesterday was Kevin Feige finished the story for it. Like now they know what it's going to be, type shit. Iron Man versus Cap. Iron Man would beat the fuck out of Cap. Iron Man versus Cap is such a like it's Civil War made it such a dumb debate. Like Cap would get fucked over. Cap's strong, Cap's smart. Tony's got the technology to literally figure out how Cap fights independent of his own mind and his suit fight for him. How far does Iron Man go in Naruto? I'll say if you take the highest like scaling for Iron Man in the MCU, he can make it pretty far off his speed alone. They had people have him like MFTL at some points, and his suit as really, really durable. Like I think some people have his suit at like planet level and whatnot, in which case he's getting to like the later stages of the war arc. Because there's also some calcs about the god tree being planetary too, which I think the calc for it makes sense. Um, here's like a good question that I want everyone's answer to. Do you think the author's intent matters when scaling a feat? So, for example, do you think that the consequences of the writing would make it like, whatever, it doesn't matter what the author was intending, this is what he wrote? Like when Toriyama had Piccolo destroy that moon, right? People calc that shit at like large planet level. I'm sure, put it on everything, Toriyama was not thinking Piccolo's large planet level. But like a byproduct of the writing was just that Piccolo is large planet level. Intention definitely does matter. Yeah, that's why I tried to expand a little bit later. Like, does intention matter in the context I just brought it up? I think those are soft factors that could be considered, but at the end of the day, are secondary considerations. Okay. Bro just said Tobirama is smarter than Minato and Itachi. Please cook, bro. I don't know who said that, so I don't know. Authenticity goes above in fiction since there's a level of disconnect between their world and realities, in my opinion, especially when the author is a gag writer, firstly. Yeah, it definitely depends on the author.